Welcome to the Animal Team channel. I want to say about the white tiger, and share in the comments and subscribe to the channel, put a like. The white tiger is not considered a separate subspecies nowadays due to the fact that this fact is the result of natural mutations. As a result of gene mutations, individuals appear almost white in color with the presence of a dark, almost black pattern, while their eye color is either blue or green. If we talk about the pure white coloration of various representatives of the animal world, then they are extremely rare in nature. White tigers also rarely appear in nature, while there is only one white individual per 10,000 individuals. For many years, reports of a meeting with white tigers have been appearing in different parts of the globe. The white tiger's coat color is pure white with contrasting dark stripes that form a unique pattern on the animal's body for each individual. Such an unusual coloring appeared as a result of congenital gene mutations. As a rule, mostly the eye color of such unusual individuals is blue, although there are individuals with green eyes. Like ordinary tigers, white tigers have a strong, flexible body, characterized by the presence of powerful muscles. It should be noted that white tigers are characterized by smaller sizes compared to tigers whose body color is traditional. The head of the white tiger is characterized by a pronounced rounded shape, while the front part is protruding, and the frontal part is noticeably convex. The skull is relatively large and massive, with widely spaced cheekbones. The vibrissae of this predatory animal are up to 15 centimeters long and up to 1.5 millimeters thick. Their color is pure white and they are arranged in 5 rows. In adults, you can count up to 3 dozen large and strong teeth, while a pair of canines are the most developed, up to 8 centimeters long. White tigers have not so large rounded ears. There are peculiar bulges on the predator's tongue, due to which the predator easily separates the meat from the bone, and also washes. The hind limbs are armed with 4 fingers, and the front ones with 5 fingers, which differ in the presence of claws of the retracted type. An adult white tiger, on average, weighs up to half a ton, with a body length of about 3 meters. Interesting to know. As a result of natural mutations, this predator is characterized by very poor health. He suffers from ailments of the excretory system, kidney diseases, the presence of strabismus or poor vision. In addition, the predator may have a too curved neck and spine, as well as allergic reactions. In addition to white tigers with dark stripes, among such individuals there are classic albinos, whose fur is pure white, without the presence of any stripes. The body of such animals does not produce coloring pigments, so the eyes of albinos are characterized by a reddish hue, since the blood vessels passing inside the eyeballs are clearly visible. Character and lifestyle. Living in a natural environment, these predatory animals prefer to lead a secluded lifestyle, jealously guarding their territory. They mark their territory in various ways, including physically, leaving marks on various vertical surfaces due to their sharp claws. As for females, they can share their territories with white tigers, swim well and easily climb trees, although this makes them quite vulnerable to hunters. Actually, living in nature, white tigers have a hard time, because their color does not allow them to hide from all kinds of enemies. In this regard, white-colored tigers quite often became inhabitants of zoos, especially since nowadays they can only be seen in captivity. The white tiger occupies an area of up to 100 square kilometers, although this indicator depends on factors such as habitat features, the presence of other individuals, including females, as well as the availability of food. The area of the territory occupied by females is about 5 times smaller. In one day, adults walk an average of up to 27 kilometers, while they update their tags, indicating that the territory is occupied. An important moment. It should be known that white tigers do not belong to albino tigers, despite the peculiar coloring of the wool cover. A similar phenomenon is inherent not only in relation to Bengal tigers. Similar mutations are also manifested in Amur tigers, as evidenced by the relevant information. Recently, there have been practically no such cases, which is most likely due to a decrease in the number of these predators living in the expanses of Siberia. Currently, it is considered that the population of these unique predators living on our planet is represented not only by Bengal, but also by hybrids of Bengal Amur individuals. How long do white tigers live due to its unique coloring? It is quite difficult for white tigers to survive in the natural environment. It is difficult for them to feed themselves, and it is also difficult to hide from possible enemies, especially such as humans. Throughout her life, a female gives birth to only 10 to 20 tiger cubs, while half of them do not survive and do not live to puberty. Therefore, on average, white tigers live in natural conditions for about 25 years. Sexual dimorphism. Females of the white tiger are ready to breed by the 3rd or 4th years of life, while the sexual maturity of males, it is almost impossible to visually distinguish a female from a male. The arrangement of dark stripes on a white background is unique for each individual, which is used by specialists to identify animals. Where does it live? Bengal white tigers live in the vast expanses of northern and central India, on the territory of Burma, Bangladesh, and Nepal. For a long period of time, it was believed that white tigers represent predatory animals whose homeland is the expanses of Siberia, and their coloring is connected with the fact that they perfectly disguise themselves in areas where snow lies. As it later became known, this is a pure delusion. What does it eat? White tigers, being predatory animals, as well as ordinary tigers, feed on components of animal origin, although in the summer the tigers are happy to eat hazelnuts, as well as various vegetation. Females, in addition to the meat diet, can snack on fish, but males do not eat fish. To catch prey, white tigers, like any other predators, approach their potential prey unnoticed, on half-bent paws, making slow movements. These predators are active both during the daytime and after dark. White tigers in one jump, up to 5 meters high, cover a distance of up to 10 meters. The basis of the diet of such predators are ungulates, but often they have to be content with smaller animals, such as hares, monkeys, pheasants, etc. For normal life, the white tiger needs to eat up to 50 wild animals, or even more, throughout the year. An interesting moment. At one time, the tiger eats about 3/10 of kilograms of meat, otherwise it will not be able to get enough. Living in captivity, tigers receive food 6 times a week, while the basis of the diet is fresh meat, as well as meat offal of various origins. From time to time, tigers receive live food in the form of rabbits and chickens, which helps to preserve these animals' hunting instincts. 1 day a week is unloading, which allows the predator to maintain its physical shape. Tigers can starve for a while because they have some fat reserves. White tigers mate sometime in December or January, while one female is mostly followed by one male. If a rival appears, then they have to win the right to fertilize the female by entering into duels. The process of the female's readiness for intimacy with males is quite fleeting, but the urges constantly manifest themselves after a certain period of time. The first time a female gets pregnant somewhere in 3 or 4 years of age, while the next pregnancy may occur only in a couple of years. The female bears her offspring for about 4 months, and somewhere in the month of March-April it is born. As a rule, from 2 to 4 tiger cubs weighing up to 1.5 kilograms are born. Tiger cubs are not seen during the first week of life. For the first month and a half of their life, the cubs feed exclusively on their mother's milk. The female does not allow males to approach her offspring, since an adult male can kill them and just eat them. After 2 months of life, the cubs begin to leave the den with the tigress more and more often, but the cubs will become completely independent only after reaching 1.5 years of their life, while they can stay with their mother until puberty. Having become completely independent and ready to reproduce, males leave their mother in search of free territories, and females can stay close to their mother. Natural enemies. White tigers, like ordinary tigers, have practically no enemies among predatory animals in natural conditions. If a tiger can become a victim of a buffalo, elephant, or rhinoceros, it is only by chance. Therefore, the main enemy of the white tigers was and is man, as well as various natural disasters. Population and status of the species white tigers were first discovered somewhere in 1951, when a hunter from a tiger's den got a male tiger cub. This male was later used when crossing with ordinary tigresses to get offspring with an unusual color. Such attempts have not been successful. There was a time when the populations of white tigers increased markedly, but in 1959 hunters shot the last white tiger living in the natural environment. To date, white tigers are kept exclusively in captivity in India mainly. Their number is only about 100 individuals, therefore, white tigers are listed in the Red Book. In conclusion, human activity, especially recently, is quite turbulent, which causes significant harm to wildlife. And these are only indirect human actions that are not related to commercial extraction of particularly valuable species for humans. Unfortunately, some species of animals are not quite lucky because they have a rather valuable and sometimes very beautiful attractive appearance. The color of the white tiger is exactly like that. He is unique. Therefore, it was highly valued among rich people, which stimulated the activity of hunters and poachers, for whom money is everything. It is not surprising that these predators began to be caught for various zoos around the world. As a result, the logical chain has closed and the white tiger in our time can be seen only in captivity. Despite the fact that these predators are able to reproduce in captivity, it makes no sense to release them into the natural environment, where even ordinary tigers have a hard time. It is most likely that they will not survive, since traditional habitats have been significantly reduced recently. In addition, poachers are just waiting for something unique to appear in the conditions of nature, which will allow them to earn a lot of money. Therefore, we can safely say that the white tiger, caught in its natural environment, has practically no chance of survival. Despite such pessimistic forecasts, it would be possible to organize a national park on the territory of India, for example. In fact, everything is not so simple, because it can be assumed, with high probability, that the white tiger is the action of human hands, or rather, one Indian Maharaja. Although wild white tigers were born, they were most likely healthy animals, since there was no incest until man intervened in this process. So, wherever a person intervenes, there are a lot of problems, and it's all because he ignores the laws of nature.